What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Nation Media, bringing you yet another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle today against Anderp. Again, I know it's a rematch, but yeah, this guy wanted a rematch, so I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and do it. We're doing a tier that I don't normally do, and that is, I believe he said OU, but I just brought in mixed tier stuff. Doesn't really matter, I just always bring fun stuff. That's just what I do. Anyway, before we get started today, just would like to remind you guys that as long as this video reaches that magical number of 60 likes, that is what we are aiming for. We'll continue to bring you these lovely daily, well, not double anymore, it's just single because of vacation and all that stuff, but the daily Wi-Fi battle uploads and all that fun stuff. So thank you guys again for your support. Today we're bringing some interesting Pokemon, as you'll see in a second. Actually, no, you won't, because you only see the top screen. He's bringing some very cool stuff. Infernape, Scizor, Barbaracle, Excelgor, Noivern, and Trevenant. Very cool for a mixed tier team. On my side, you can't see it, but I'm bringing Sylveon, Shiftry, Empoleon, Golbat, Diggersby, and Rapidash. Yep, that is really happening, and it looks like the Rapidash is going to pay off because he's got 3 Pokemon that are going to be weak to fire. So I will be trying to use that to my advantage. Definitely. Definitely. Now, what Pokemon is he going to lead off with? I want to say the Excelgor for the spikes. And then either like Final Gambit or something like that. That would be my best guess. They usually carry Focus Sash. Sometimes they can be Specs. You never know. I'm going to lead off with... I really don't want him crippling a wall. But I do have the Defog on my Empoleon, so that might help. It might just help. We're actually going to start off with the Empoleon. I'm not sure what he wants to do. I thought about starting off with Diggersby just for the Switch initiative. But we're going to start off with the Empoleon, set up the rocks. I also have the Defog, like I said. So if he wants to set up spikes or if he wants to set up rocks with anything, that's not really going to work out for him too well. And I would like to get rid of his hazards before he starts, or before I start setting up my own. Just because Defog gets rid of everything. Barbaracle is going to start things off. And that's really not the best for me, because they can learn some moves that Empoleon isn't going to like. And I don't even know if it gets Stealth Rock. I don't think it does. I do have the Scald, which could potentially burn this thing. Does this thing get Swords Dance? I don't even know what this thing does, to be honest. To be blatantly honest. Part of me wants to go into Diggersby, but if he goes for a Water-type move, I'm screwed. Why would he, though? Realistically, why would he go into... Or why would he go for a Ground-type move? Or a Water-type move, rather. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't really have a physical wall. I mean, I have Golbat, which is physically defensive, but obviously Stone Edge is going to destroy its life. So, that being said, let's say this thing goes for a Swords Dance, if it gets Swords Dance, or Hone Claws. That would actually be a really good move to carry on this thing because it increases the accuracy of Stone Edge. We're going to go into Diggersby. I know it's a little bit of a risk to switch Diggersby in on this thing. He started off with this for a reason, though. You know what, we're just going to go into Diggersby. Hopefully he doesn't go for any type of Water-type move, predicting the Diggersby switch in. But, yeah, we will see. Hopefully he doesn't go for a Fighting-type move, too. That would have been really bad. That would be really, really bad. He's going to go for the Shell Smash. I am Choice Scarf, so at +1, I don't know that he outspeeds me. I probably should have just went for the burn there. That is not good. I don't see a White Herb, so as long as I outspeed, this is a dead Barbaracle. I'm going to go for the Earthquake. And we'll see. He does outspeed me. Darn it. Why did I think I could outspeed? Diggersby's dead. He gets a crit. That does not matter whatsoever. Crap. Crappity. Now I can go for, I keep saying I don't know why. I could go into Empoleon and try to roar him out, which is what I should have done in the first place. Why didn't I think of Shell Smash? I'm so stupid. I could go into Shiftry, because I can take one hit and hit him back with a Seed Bomb. That is for sure. Even though I don't outspeed. But it is 4 times effective. And I'll get rid of this thing. Man, my Choice Scarfer is already gone. That is really bad. That was such a stupid play on my part. Such a stupid play. I always start off the match with a stupid play. It's like every battle I just come up with something stupid to do right at the beginning. We're going to go for the Seed Bomb and see if he wants to just try to get damage on this thing. That is what he does. Hopefully no poison here. That would be really bad. There's the Focus Sash. I'm not seeing any poison, so this thing is dead. And that is great for me. I could have went for... Oh no! He is Focus Sash. Focus Sash, Shell Smash is not a bad combination whatsoever. We're going to go for the Sucker Punch now, though. He's probably going to stay in and just try to kill me off, but that's not going to happen. Get rid of this thing. Now we can rest assured that he probably doesn't have any other Focus Sash users. Most teams don't have more than one. So we traded a Focus Sash for a Focus Sash there. That was interesting. That was interesting. I'm in a hole, though. I'm in a huge hole with, yeah, actually, this could be good. I do outspeed this thing. If I knock off whatever berry it's holding, the Harvest shenanigans are really going to be non-existent. That could be, like, best case scenario right now. I don't think it's going to kill because Trevenant has decent defenses, but we're just going to go for the knockoff. There's the knockoff. Let's see, and it just straight up kills this thing. No crits. Let's see what item he was holding, Lum or Citrus? Citrus Berry, so that would have been a pain. And the score is a little bit more even right now. Shiftry put it in the work. Oh, I'm so mad that I did that to freaking Diggersby, because it would be so useful to take out this Infernape. It really would. The Mach Punch is very obvious right now. Very obvious. I don't know what kind of set this thing is running. It's likely not Focus Sash because we've already seen a Focus Sash user. He's probably either choiced. It could be either, honestly. It could be choice Scarf or Bands, or it could be Life Orb as well. All of those sets are pretty common. But the Mach Punch is very obvious here, and I really want to go into Golbat to take that. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I feel like that's my best switch. He might predict that, but I feel like it's too risky for him to not just go for the Mach Punch here. There's the Mach Punch. He could also have Thunder Punch and, or Stone Edge. Didn't see any Life Orb damage there. So I'm just going to go for a Brave Bird here. I mean, hopefully I don't kill myself, but I should be able to live any super effective hit that he wants to throw my way. And having this Infernape weakened or out of the way is going to be a huge deal. And that's going to be that. So we're going to go for the Brave Bird. He's going to withdraw. He does not want that Infernape taking a lot of damage. It tells me that he's probably banded. In comes the Scizor. And this should be able to take the Brave Bird fairly well. This was a good switch by him. Scizor checks this Golbat pretty nicely. Now, I don't know what he wants to do. He might try to Swords Dance. I feel like that is a possibility, so part of me wants to really taunt this thing to prevent the Swords Dance. He might be Mega, too. I didn't even think about that. Did not even think about that. And I don't have too much that can take it on. I've got Rapidash, but I don't want to switch into that just because even though it's a resisted hit, Bullet Punch is still going to hurt. If that's what he goes for. Definitely still going to hurt. Don't want to give up Shiftry just yet because that Sucker Punch could be very useful. I think my best play is to taunt this thing because that will prevent a Roost and it will prevent a Swords Dance. And all those are bad scenarios for me. I feel like Swords Dance is pretty obvious here because he can't do a whole lot to me otherwise. Bullet Punch would do okay damage, but I should be able to Roost that off. He is going to go for the Swords Dance, but he's faster than me because I'm not invested. Crap. Why did I not think that through? I thought I would outspeed. That was kind of silly. Not good at all. Not good at all. I don't really have any switch-ins to this, like I mentioned. Bullet Punch is going to hurt a lot. It's going to hurt quite a bit. I could go into Shiftry here just to get a free switch into Rapidash to force this thing out and hit something really hard with a Flare Blitz because I don't think even at +2 that he can KO me with a resisted Bullet Punch. Do not see that happening. I could go into Empoleon, who's going to resist all of its moves, bar the Superpower. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. I could also roar him out. I could scald him with the Empoleon. That has potential. If I stay... Oh, he can't Swords Dance. So let's Roost and just check how much damage this is going to do. He's going to go for the Bullet Punch. I don't think this is going to kill. No, it really doesn't do that much damage whatsoever. It does not do as much as I thought it was going to. So it does just about 50%, it looks like. So I could go for a Brave Bird here and then switch out. That has possibility. That has some possibility. I don't know what I'm saying. And then Shiftry will definitely be able to hurt this thing. Let's do that. Let's Brave Bird. I know this is going to hurt. He's just going to stay in because he has no reason not to. And actually, I don't know if another Brave Bird will kill, judging by that damage. Actually, no. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about, as usual, because the Brave Bird recoil is going to bring me into a range where Bullet Punch is definitely going to be able to kill. And I'm going to let Golbat go down here. It seems a bit unfortunate. Do I have anything else that can hurt that Infernape, though? Or do I need to save this thing? This is a tough one. This is a tough one, for sure. I guess I'm going to have to let the Golbat go down. I really don't see any other option at this point. Getting the Scizor out of the way will be a huge, huge deal. Unfortunately, I really don't want to see this Golbat go down because it's such a useful wall. His Taunt's going to wear off, as you see there. But I can definitely go into Shiftry here and Sucker Punch. I know that's going to be very obvious, but it will at the very least switch him out or force him out into the... It would force him out into the Infernape, I guess. We're going to do it. We're going to see if we can scare him out. The Sucker Punch is extremely obvious. He might want to try to save this thing, and the thing is I can't do a whole lot to the Infernape. I can try to go for the knockoff. He might try to Swords Dance, predicting the Sucker Punch, too. I feel like Sucker Punch isn't the best play here. We're going to go for that knockoff. Are we? Are we going to do that? Having second thoughts here. That's what my gut tells me to do. Nope, he's just going to kill me. Crap. That was a bad prediction. I felt like it was way too obvious to just come in and go for the Sucker Punch. He was obviously just sacking it off. Which means we're going to have to take a Bullet Punch with something else. That is unfortunate. And I don't know what else to send in here other than the Empoleon. Hopefully he doesn't have the superpower. If he does, we're in a really bad position right now. And he's going to just basically sweep us with this thing. I'm going to go for the Scald. He does not have the superpower. He's just going to go for the Bullet Punch. That does absolutely no damage whatsoever. Scald, I don't know if this is going to kill because Mega Scizor is pretty bulky. Nope, he just dies. Straight up KO. Goodbye, Mega Scizor. Good riddance. Good riddance. I can't believe I gave up Shiftry too. Diggersby and Shiftry I just basically threw away down into the toilet like they were poop. They're not poop. Out comes Night Buzz. It's going to be the Excelgor. And what in the world is this thing going to do? What is this thing going to do? Set up spikes, maybe? I have no clue. But I know it can't do anything to Sylveon. That is for sure. That is for show. I can't believe I just said that. Why would I say for show? That is not a normal thing to say whatsoever. Whatsoever. Like I said, he could go for the Focus Blast here, and that's what I'm a little bit afraid of. Definitely a little bit afraid of that, that Focus Blast, which is why I want to switch into Sylveon here pretty badly. I feel like that's a good switch, because he can't really touch me with anything, unless he has Hidden Power Rock. Not Rock. Is that what they normally carry? Hidden Power... I don't know. I don't think any of the Hidden Powers would matter. We're going to go into Sylveon. I'm predicting either spikes or some kind of stab move, well not stab move, some kind of like Focus Blast-y type move, maybe Final Gambit. Goes for the Focus Blast, that's going to do absolutely nothing unstabbed. to this this Sylveon. Yeah, that does nada. He does get the special D drop, which is unfortunate. There's the life orb. So that is good to know that he has that. And I think I would like to wish here and see what he wants to go into. He has the Sludge Bomb. That's going to do so much damage. That special D drop mattered so much. Wow. Okay. Wow. I'm speechless right now. This is not looking good for me at all. It went from looking really good to not looking good at all. Thankfully, I have the Protect, so I'll be able to get my HP back. But this is... I'm going to have to switch out this coming turn. There's the Energy Ball predicting the Empoleon to switch in. Oof. Oh, man. I'm a little bit taken aback here because I'm not playing well at all. My predictions are really bad right now. I threw away a couple of Pokemon. I could have a decent lead right now, but I don't because I'm just getting outplayed out the wazoo here. I really have no choice but to go into the Empoleon. If I go into Rapidash, he's going to outspeed me, and that will be a problem because I'll take a lot of damage. I don't want to take 2 hits, even if they are both resisted hits. I feel like he can't go for the Sludge Bomb here unless he just really predicts me to stay in. But I can't do that. I really can't. He might just go for the Focus Blast. He might just go for the Focus Blast, predicting this Empoleon, but there's nothing else that I can do at this point. That special D-drop just screwed me over. He does go for the Sludge Bomb as we bring in the Empoleon, so we bluffed that we were going to stay in and try to fight this thing. Oh, okay. Now what? Part of me wants to set up the rocks in case he wants to start switching in and out because Excelgor will not like that. Infernape will not like that. No. Late game rocks, nah. No thanks. We're going to go for Scald for damage here. He goes for the Energy Ball just for the neutral damage. Doesn't want to risk the Focus Blast miss, and I do not blame him for that whatsoever. And that does a lot of damage. We get the burn, which is great. And this is going to be a dead Excelgor coming up here. The question is, what is he going to go for? He's obviously not going to go for the Sludge Bomb. He might go for another Energy Ball. So do I want to switch Sylveon in to take that? He's going to die from the burn either way. So it's just a matter of what's going to take the least amount of damage. What is going to take the least amount of damage here? Because something's going to end up dying. I can feel it. I can feel it. I'm going to stay in and... I don't want to roar him out because then he'll get another turn of stuff. So I feel like Stealth Rock would not be a bad play here. At least get some baby damage on something. He's going to withdraw, so the Stealth Rocks are actually going to pay off a lot. In comes the Noivern, so all 3 of his Pokemon are not going to like the Stealth Rocks. So that is a thing. He's probably going to... Most of these like to run the Focus Blast for coverage. What else could this thing possibly do to me? Flamethrower, maybe? He's not going to go for a Dragon-type move because I've got an Immunity and a Resist still left on my team. Flamethrower, I only have 1 resist for, and that's Rapidash. Rapidash is pretty frail, and this Noivern obviously outspeeds it already anyway, so it's really not that big of a threat. In fact, all 3 of his Pokemon are going to outspeed Rapidash. So that's not exactly a good thing. Not exactly. This thing is probably going to be Choice Specs, if I had to guess. If I had to absolutely guess, that is what I would say. So staying in here because I can't do any damage to it doesn't feel like the best idea. I feel like going into Sylveon and trying to get a Wish up might be my best option. Especially because I don't think he can do a lot of damage to me. Really, really don't. I'm really thinking that a Flamethrower, or if they get Fire Blast, that maybe, or Focus Blast. And none of those are really going to do a whole lot to Sylveon. Hurricane! Ooh, he predicted the switch, I guess. As that does quite a bit of damage. I'm going to have to protect here. Going to have to protect here to get some lefties recovery. Because if he goes for Hurricane again, I don't think I can survive it. He goes for the Boom Burst, and I should be able to survive that. I know it's 140 base power, but it's unstabbed. Does he want to risk the Hurricane miss? I mean, I'm going to go for the Wish here, I guess. I need to try to get back up into a decent amount of health. That's what it comes down to. He's going to go for the Flamethrower. That's not going to kill. Definitely not. That really doesn't do that much damage at all. And I pretty much am forced to protect this turn. I know it's a very obvious play, but I don't see any other option. I need to get my health back. Once I do that, then I can start firing off some Hyper Voices. So protected is this turn. Sylveon's just barely hanging on here. Barely. I would really like to get a Wish passed over to Empoleon as well, but I don't see that happening. There's the Hurricane. Obviously, that's not going to do anything due to the Protect, and I'm going to get just about all of my health back as well. We're going to Wish again this turn, and then either go for a Hyper Voice or try to pass it into Empoleon, depending on what he does. So we're almost up to full health. There's the Hurricane. Please do not confuse. I will be very angry if I... Wow, why did I say that? Why did I say that? There's the confusion hacks. We hit ourselves in confusion. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Lefty's going to bring us back up over the 50% mark. This is not good. This is not good at all. I don't know what else to do other than to try to go for a Protect, maybe? Confusion. I hate confusion with a passion. I'm going to go for another Wish and see what he wants to do. He's going to go for the Boom Burst. And, oh, he has a normal gem, so this is going to do a little bit more than... oh, God, that does a lot of damage. Please don't hit yourself in confusion. We get the Wish off, which is great, but we either have to break through confusion next time or have the confusion end. Otherwise, we're going to die anyway. Maybe I should have went for the Hyper Voice just to get rid of this thing. If Sylveon goes down, I have nothing, and it's going to be a 3-0. Because he's going to be able to get rid of my... Well, not a 3-0 necessarily. Not necessarily. I don't know what I'm talking about. We're going to go for Protect here. This confusion... We're still confused. Please break through. We break through the confusion to get the Protect. I'm sitting on the edge of my seat right now, and I know it's taking a long time in between, like, sentences, but I'm just kind of going a little bit crazy right here. There's the lefties. Oh, this is close. This is close. We're at a little bit of a stalemate. I just need to get a Wish up again. And then a Hyper Voice, and this thing should be dead. As long as we don't have more confusion hacks going on. Go for the Wish. He's going to go for the Hurricane. He's going to connect again. And that's going to do some decent damage. We are going to break out of our confusion. There's the Wish, so we will get back up to near full health. I don't see him being able to kill me this next turn without a crit. Because there's no way it was doing 50%. So actually, instead of the Protect, we are going to go for the Hyper Voice to kill this thing. I feel like that is my best move at this point. Because he might try to switch out into Infernape. Because he has me in a little bit of a pattern here. And he's thinking about it. I know he's thinking about it. I know he's going to stay in and go for the Boom Burst. That's not going to kill. No way, no how. He didn't get a crit, so that's good. There's the Hyper Voice. That is going to be a dead Noivern, finally. And we're going to get our Wish, so we'll be back up to like the 50%, 60% mark. Or, yeah, somewhere around there. With lefties, maybe more like 70%. We're finally making some progress. The Infernape pretty much is the last thing that we have to deal with because the Excelgor is going to die due to the rocks when it comes back out. And I'm going to Protect here because I don't know what this thing wants to go for, and I'm pretty sure he's Choice, so I want to see what he is going to lock himself into. Just out of curiosity, it might be Flare Blitz or Fire Punch. It's going to be the Fire Punch. because it's going to be boosted by the Iron Fist, so that is good to know. I don't think that's going to kill anything. And as I'm pretty sure that he's choiced, I mean, I guess I could just switch into Rapidash here and kill him. Pretty much. That is what I could do. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go for... Actually, that might be a better play, because Fire Punch is going to do a lot. My physical defense really isn't that high whatsoever. I could switch into Empoleon, but Empoleon's really not going to like any of that anyway. I don't think Hyper Voice is going to kill. That is my problem here. Let's go for the Hyper Voice. Just going to go for the Fire Punch again. He still has the Excelgor to switch into, but it's going to die due to the Stealth Rocks when it comes back in. And no, he is going to live that. So there's the lefties. This has been a long match too. All of my live Wi-Fi battles since I started doing them, just what was it, last week? I've only done 4 or 5, but they've all been really long matches. Crazy long matches, maybe except for the one. I had one that was like 18 or 19 minutes. The others have been like 40 or a half an hour, and this one is going to be probably about a half an hour before it's over-ish. Pretty sure he's choiced here. I'm going to switch into Rapidash. I'm predicting another Fire Punch. Switching into Rapidash, we're going to get the Flash Fire boost. And that's just what I feel like doing. So there's the Fire Punch, there's the Flash Fire. Rapidash needs to get some screen time already. My goodness. Needs to get a screen time. I've got a couple of these bred, finally, that I'm going to be using for PU battles as well. So now what do I go for? I guess it doesn't matter what I go for. I'm going to go for a... Actually, he might switch into the Excelgor here so we can switch moves. That would be what I would do. So we're going to switch back into... No, isn't that a little risky? Isn't that a little bit risky to switch back into... Yeah. We're going to switch into Empoleon. Because I'm pretty sure he's going to switch. Pretty sure. Rapidash actually goes first. So maybe he's just staying in to sack it? Is he really? Oh, no, he's not. Rapidash just outspeeds this thing somehow. I guess because I'm Jolly, he must be adamant, maybe? I don't know. There's the Excelgor. He's going to switch that in, let it die, and, yeah. So we're down to 1 Pokemon now, finally. 3 on 1. And he's going to have to come in here and lock himself into a fighting-type move, I think. And there's the rocks. He's probably going to lock himself into close combat, and there's nothing that I can do about it. But we did see that Rapidash outspeeds. So I'm just going to go for the Scald. I'll let Empoleon go down. He's going to lock himself into the Thunder Punch. Okay, so that's going to take out the Empoleon. Unless he's been bluffing the band this entire time, which I don't think he has been, because I don't think he would have switched out there. We're going to go into Rapidash and let Rapidash kill something, because Sylveon did pretty much all of the work in this match. Because I basically threw away Shiftry, although it did get a kill. And I threw away Diggersby, that's for sure. Golbat did some decent work as well, but it died before I wanted it to. We're going to finish things off with a nice little Flare Blitz from Rapidash. We do outspeed. For some reason, I didn't think that Rapidash would outspeed, but maybe I'm just getting the speed tiers mixed up in my head. But anyway, that's going to be the match. So Rapidash finally does get a kill, which is great. Fantastic to see Rapidash get a kill in a mixed tier or OU match. That's just beyond cool in my book. But again, thank you for the match, and Derp, thank you for both matches, because this was, in fact, a rematch from the UU match that we had, which was just a few minutes ago, but it's a different day for you guys, because I've only been posting 1 video per day. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching today, of course, and as always, do not forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, because it does help out a lot. It helps us reach the like goal and all that stuff. So I will see you for the next Wi-Fi battle. But until then, game on!